Hello, good evening. Welcome to the April 8th, 2026 Foxborough School Committee meeting. This meeting will be broadcast live and recorded by Foxborough Cable Access. Right now, I'll just be looking for a motion to open the meeting.
I make a motion to open the meeting.
I second.
All in favor? Great, thank you. All right, so tonight we're going to start off with open public comment. I have seen none thus far. Is that sheets? Perfect. Okay. So I don't see any open public comment right now. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the main event. Mr. Walker, I'm going to have you come right here to this microphone. I'd like to introduce this wonderful group of students and teachers. This is Scott Walker, and the teaching and learning highlight tonight is James and the Giant Peach. And Mr. Walker's here from the Ahern Middle School, and he'll just tell us a little bit about it.
Thank you so much. So thank you very much for having...
Sorry. One thing I just forgot. Thank you, Nathan. We're going to ask these students to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance before we get into the performance. I was overexcited. Sorry. Kick us off.
Allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, thank you so much for having us. I'm actually not going to do a ton of talking because I think that they can probably do the majority of it far better than I could. But thank you so much for having us. I'm just going to have Sarah LeBroche do a quick announcement, and then I'm going to have our drama officers tell you about the show, and then we'll just have a couple songs for you today.
Great. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Sarah Brash. I am a 9th grader at the Foxborough High School, and I'm the assistant tech director for the Ahern drama. And I just want to say that we actually have 2 other 9th graders that came from the high school to come help. Their names are McKenna Duffy and Richard Fisichella. So yeah, the drama officers have something to say.
Everyone can feel free to sit right here, and you want to speak into the microphone so everyone at home can hear you.
Thank you to the Foxborough School Committee for allowing us to be here today.
Tonight we are going to present 2 numbers from the upcoming musical from the Ahern Middle School.
73 cast members and over 30 crew members will be performing James and the Giant Peach on May 7th, 8th, and 9th. And there's going to be an open dress rehearsal for veterans on May 6th.
Tickets are already on sale. We hope many people in our community will come join us in May.
Awesome. We can't wait. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you to everybody. Wherever you want, now you can come wherever you want. You can face...
Do you want them to face you or the crowd?
They can face the crowd. That'd be fine. And then you want to just face the microphones to you so the people get... If you're near a microphone, just turn it around so they can hear you at home.
Sky is clear and the sea is calm. There's nothing to do now but enjoy the adventure. Tally ho, and away we go. Just catch this tune and sing it with me. We'll set our sails for nothing but sea. No place where we gotta be, so go. We're tumbling off where nobody's been. How true adventures always begin. Take a ride on the tide, bobbing high to below. No direction, a map is never better than drifting off without a plan. All we need is a song. At this intersection where ocean meets the sky,
We're all gonna die.
Floating along, floating along, floating along, la 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 la, floating along. What could go wrong? make some sales, fix the run, and we'll be across the English Channel in no time at all.
This peach will never make it to France.
That's right.
Who knows what monsters we're gonna meet? A 10-tongue drag with fangs on his feet.
A scary scrump with a scary scream. Boom! We might wake up a slumbering scrunch.
Who could get mad and eat me for lunch?
If we do, we'll get through when we work as a team. No direction, the map is never better than drifting off without a plan. All you need is a song. The intersection where ocean meets the sky.
Feels like I could fly.
Try and smell along.
It's not a proper ship unless it has a flag. And I left all my flags at home. Here, take my extra bloomers. They'll do the pitch.
You've got extra bloomers.
A lady always carries extra bloomers.
And away we go, floating along, floating along.
Blah, 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 floating along.
La 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 la, what could go wrong? Singing a song, la 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 la, floating along, floating along.
Open wide and crawl inside the skin of something new. If you believe what's up my sleeve, I'll spin a spell for you. Then sippity sip, a magical trip. Your troubles are skipping town. Once the bubbling broth is frothing thick, then gobble it quickly down. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Mix around and around. Hear that bop, that piping, popping sound. Give a twist and a turn. Let it brim, let it burn. We're gonna whip that potion up, then gobble it down, gobble it down.
Okay, James, what's
it gonna be?
I choose this one. Slithering crocodile tongues.
Ooh, a connoisseur. First we'll need these. Precisely 10 hairs from your head. Now we must gather the rest of the ingredients and put them in here. Got it? Got it. Milkweed milk, a shred of silk, a rare Osaki juice. 2 raven's claws for teddy paws, the marrow of a moose. Then add to our soup, tarantula poop, and the tiniest scoop will do. Then plop in a drop of sloppy Joe, made from jaws of kangaroo. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Mix around and around, mix around and around. Hear that bop, that piping, popping sound. Give a twist and a turn, let it brim, let it burn. We're gonna whip that potion up, then gobble it down, gobble it down.
Look, there are green things wiggling in the bag.
Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Those are the slithering crocodile tongues. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Which means that the magic is working,
This is amazing. I don't think we've ever had a start to the meeting that's been this awesome. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Mr. Walker. Thank you to Foxborough High students. It really is so wonderful to see that partnership between the two schools. I absolutely love it. And clearly, you're all so talented. Congratulations. I know the show's going to be great. Break a leg.
Thank you so much.
Can't wait to see it. All the parents should be so proud. All right. We are going to move along to our next agenda item, and that is North Star Academy. So I'm going to have Beth and Manny, if you'd like to come up.
That's a tough act to follow.
I was just going to say. Yeah, I was just going to say. No, I just want to, again, as I stated in the last meeting, the Foxborough School Committee has the statutory duty to approve or deny private schools located within the town. Our responsibility is limited but clear. We must approve a private school when we are satisfied that its instruction is equal in thoroughness and efficiency and in student progress to that of our public schools, and we may not deny approval based on religious instruction. Approval does not constitute endorsement or a full evaluation of quality. It simply allows students ages 6 to 16 to lawfully attend the school under state attendance requirements. The committee has received and reviewed documentation submitted by North Star Academy. To be clear, Foxborough Public Schools do not have any affiliation with North Star Academy. Per the law, they need school committee approval as a formality to move on to their next step with the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. For private special education schools, our approval under MGL Chapter 76, Section 1 is required, even as the state separately approves such programs under other laws. Ultimately, our duty is to act reasonably, consistently, and in good faith in determining whether a private school meets the statutory equivalency standard. So I'd like to welcome, if you'd like to have anything you'd like to discuss, but then I will be looking for motion later on. So I just wanted to kind of give that for the committee and for you all. And if there's anything you'd like to add or share, you certainly can.
I don't think so. I think we're
open to questions if you have them. Other than that,
exactly. I just wanted to say if the committee has any questions for Beth or Manny, they can certainly ask them. Anyone have anything?
So the location where you guys are going to operate, is that where the daycare currently is, or are they?
The daycare is in the building that's sort of
adjacent to it.
Yeah, the bigger.
So you'll be acting congruently with the daycare? They'll both be there?
We'll both be there, yes.
Yep. Okay.
It's kind of, they have a very big, it's the one from the Y. It's a pretty big space, and they have
For the daycare,
a fenced-in playground and everything, but we wouldn't be in that playground.
Yeah.
The kids might want to be, but
it certainly feels like it's going to be tight quarters for you guys over there. Obviously, the DESE approval hasn't been done yet, and that's something that is after our vote. So if DESE gives the approval, that certainly meets our standards for it. I would say that for it. Anything from you guys?
I really don't have anything myself. All right. Hearing no other commentary, I will be looking for a motion to grant approval for North Star Academy by the Foxborough School Committee.
I make a motion to grant approval for North Star Academy.
I second.
All right. Any further questions, comments, or discussion? All right. Seeing none, all in favor? And that would be 500.
Thank you
very much. Good luck on your next steps. And
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And thanks for the show.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Little teaser there. Buy some tickets. They're on sale.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you all. All right, we're going to move along.
King show for the middle school was amazing last year, so I'm looking forward to running.
I know. It's unbelievable. That was great seeing that little, just that little trailer right there. I'm excited.
Very talented.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're going to move on to some housekeeping. So we have approval of minutes. We set. Sorry. We have.
March
Sorry.
11th.
We have minutes from March 11th here. Sorry.
Motion to approve the March 11th, 2026 school committee meeting minutes.
Bless you.
I second.
Any further questions, comments, or discussion on this? All right, all in favor? And that would be 4-0-0.
Oh yeah, you abstained because he wasn't here.
Nathan's just abstaining. He was not at the meeting. All right, thank you very much. We're going to move on to superintendent update. Dr. Berdos.
I'll start by noting, so with the Ahern's musical production of James and the Giant Peach, last Friday I was able to attend IGO's musical for Finding Nemo Jr., and that was awesome. We have the one for the Burl coming up, so that's actually going to take place before the Ahern. So there's so many opportunities. They're going to be doing Peter Pan Jr., and that will take place on April 17th and Saturday, April 18th, over at the Rodman Performing Arts Center. So opportunity to go see our youngest performers. And then the Taylor's performance was back in January in the wintertime. So they already had theirs, had the IGO, have Burls coming up, and then with the Ahern, just such wonderful opportunities to be able to go see such quality shows. The amount of time and effort by those that are directing, and then all of the students that are performing, as well as behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, the parents that are getting them there, the sets, it really is remarkable what we have here as far as performing arts, starting very, very young. So go out and see them as well. The National Honor Society, recently we had inductions at the high school for the Art National Honor Society and Science National Honor Society, so want to congratulate the inductees there, so lots going on. At the high school, in addition to the National Honor Society's inductions, one of the things we talked about at the last meeting was talking about congratulating our DECA students. They're going on. So somebody, I think, Pat, you may have asked, what does DECA stand for? And you stumped myself and Nate at the time. So I went back to look it up because I knew that it had been around for many, many years. It was actually founded in 1946. And what it stood for at that time was originally, it was Distributed Education Clubs of America. And then when they rebranded in 1991, it encompassed so much more within the areas of business with marketing and so much more. So they've continued to keep DECA, but that's what it stands for. So just wanted to follow up on that. But we will have students that are going to internationals in Atlanta, Georgia at the end of April. So that's awesome. MCAS, as some of you are aware, has been taking place at the elementary and at the middle school. So busy showing all that they have learned to date and all of the hard work of our teachers. The Project 351, just wanted to do a reminder that we have the Benefiting Cradles to Crayons, that drive is still taking place, and it will be taking place until April the 10th. And our Project 351 ambassador who's leading that is Nara Cox from the Ahern. We also have our Shia Arwal, who's the former 351 ambassador at the high school and is helping to support Nara as well. So if you have anything that you can donate as far as clothing, please do. Those boxes are in the schools, and it goes towards the clothing insecurity to support in Greater Boston. And then I will just mention that if it's slightly used clothing, and at the same time, if it's socks or underwear or diapers or any of those kinds of things, that they all need to be new. So I was laughing when one of the comments in the song, what did she say? I saw that you, bloomers. A
Extra pair of bloomers.
A lady always has extra bloomers. So if you have extra clothing at home, and you can bring that forward.
But brand new bloomers.
Yeah, exactly. So to support our Project 351 ambassadors. And then I know that it'll be mentioned later, but the cleanup day in Foxborough on Saturday.
Cleanup day, yep. Over 200 people registered. The record was 250, I found out.
Oh. And then lastly, not that I think that we need to be reminded, but April vacation's coming up, right?
I think we'll get somebody mentioning.
So April 20th through the 24th with vacation.
Great. Yeah, also your BICO quarterly report.
Oh, okay, yes. So one of the things is BICO members that we are required to provide.
Would you just define BICO really
quick? The Bi-County Collaborative. So it's one of the collaboratives for students that we do have some students in the BICO program, for some of our out-of-district students. So we belong to BICO, the Bi-County Collaborative. Superintendents of member districts, there are 20 of us. We sit as the board of directors, so we're like the school committee for the collaborative. And this is my second year as chair of the board of directors there. And as one of the things that we need to do as members is to share the quarterly updates with our own school committee. So you have that in your packet. And it goes through updates on enrollments, all the activities. There's a lot of information on professional development. One of the things that I've shared before is Carolyn Lines. She will be the new executive director for BICO beginning July 1st. And she was able to attend the professional development day and get to meet a lot of the staff on that day. And I know she was really excited, and BICO, as far as a collaborative, is really excited about her coming on board as the executive director when Jean Sullivan is retiring in June.
Foxborough mom, too.
That's true. That is absolutely true. So we're very excited that she'll be leading BICO.
For sure. Thank you very much for this, and we do have the update and review. We will move right along. If you are finished, Dr. Berdos, anyone have any questions? All right, we're going to move right along to the school committee representative report. We have Yasmin Bagoza and Stevie Strahan.
So quarter 4 just started, so there's that. Make sure, I mean, you can't anymore, but hopefully all your things were submitted on time. Prom tickets are open for purchase. There are QR codes all around the high school, and there is a try-on for prom dresses tomorrow for girls that are looking for prom dresses. If you want to know about that, talk to the nurse.
And then, of course, World Culture Night is this upcoming Monday, the 13th, 6 to 8 in the cafeteria. I've emphasized this probably enough, but it's a very fun event. You'll definitely enjoy it. There's food, performances, and activities for the kids. Hope to see you all there.
And there are 7 days till break, 31 days till seniors' last day, and 46 for everyone else.
And if I can just add on to one of the things that Yasmin said, as far as World Culture Night, for those that are able to go, yeah, the food is amazing, but make sure to stop by the booth and talk with all of those representing different countries. We have so many families that are there, and it is fascinating to learn about their countries, their cultures, and some things that you never would know without having that kind of conversation. So yes, the food, the performances are wonderful, but make sure to really engage in those conversations, because I learn so much every year.
Yeah, it's a really great night.
All right, we just have a quick comment on that.
And then just to clarify, this is a public event, right? Like anyone in the community that wants to go can go.
This is a community event. Thank you very much. That's a great clarifying point. So anyone in the community can certainly come, and it's going to be a great time. I've been a few times. We had the little blip with COVID where we didn't have it for a few years, but it really is an amazing event. Thank you for all your hard work, Yasmin. All right, we're going to move right along. The school committee vote to reappoint Dr. Berdos as a voting member of the Bi-County Collaborative, or BICO, Board of Directors for the 2026-2027 school year. Would you like to tell us?
This is just an annual appointment. Again, as I just was talking about, the superintendents for member districts sit as board members, but it is something that school committees need to do to reappoint annually.
I make a motion to reappoint Dr. Amy Berdos as a voting member of the Bi-County Collaborative Board of Directors for the year 2026-2027 school year.
Second.
Any further questions, comments, or discussion? All right, seeing none, all in favor? And that would be 500. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to move on to our next item, which is the policy subcommittee. And this is just an information-only discussion. Now, right now, the policy subcommittee consists of Allison and Pat. One thing that we've been talking about at this table for quite some time is an onboarding document, and I think that this is a perfect opportunity with two brand new school committee members. You're in both of you in your first year, your first term, to possibly come together. Now, we do have some resources from MASC, Massachusetts Association of School Committee. There is a chair who runs his name is Charlie Ellis, and he runs a wonderful policy breakout session in the fall when MASC has their joint conference, and he has a great template for an onboarding document. Now, he is on the school committee. I think he's been chair for like 13 years and on the school committee for 20. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Please don't quote me at home, but he's just a wonderful resource. Everything doesn't completely translate because he's part of a voc-tech school, so they're regional and whatever. But it does give us some real high points. In being new school committee members, I think it'd be great if policy subcommittee could kind of review this, and maybe even if you just kind of do it back and forth on Zoom or email or something, on what would make sense for you as new members and what might maybe not apply and what would have been helpful and things like that. Just thinking about your experience and what would be helpful. Maybe we can, in the next couple of meetings, it doesn't have to be right away. I know this is a really busy time of year, but maybe in the next couple of meetings, policy subcommittee, if you do feel like you get a little bit of, if you make a little headway, come back and kind of talk about, with the rest of the committee, what would be helpful when you're brand new. Because just for the public out there, you certainly, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe other people do, but I certainly didn't get on this committee, almost 5 years ago and just know everything. Like a lot of stuff is like, oh, that's how it is. Oh, it's a learning curve. So it would be great to have sort of a little bit of a Foxborough School Committee playbook. I certainly hope and would be excited for this committee to stick together for a little while, but if down the road there is a new member, I think it'd be something that would be really valuable. Anyone who has any thoughts on this, please feel free to speak up. That's why I put it on the agenda. I thought it'd be a great thing for us to kind of take on.
Yeah, happy to work on that with Pat. Sure. Yep.
Yeah, we have a rough draft that Nate and I were working on in policy subcommittee beforehand, so we've identified a lot, and then it'll be good to get the stuff that Allison can, with her unique situation, we're hopping right in, so then we can pick it up from there.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything that's a rush, but it was, I thought it'd be good for the committee to sit and just sort of discuss the pros and cons of it. I don't think there is a con, to be honest, or a downside to it, but I think it'd be something valuable to have.
I think it would have been helpful. For sure. For me, coming in, it would have been very helpful to have something.
It's something we've been talking about, but I will say, and I give a plug for Nate all the time. When Nate spent a couple years on policy subcommittee, him and Mr. Reuter took a huge bite out of our policy manual, and that was just such a heavy lift. So I do feel like, it was certainly something that was on everybody's radar, but never anything that fully, like you said, Pat, I know there's a first draft that exists, but it never really fully got seen through to completion. So I think that'd be great if you guys don't mind. I think you have the perfect perspective to collaborate. Dr. Berdos.
And I'd just like to jump in too. We do have some policies that we're ready to come forward. Some of them, there's such minor edits, they're in title alone. Some of them go back to 2008, and they just need to be slightly tweaked. One in particular with our wellness committee, we have one that needs to come forward, and then some that are more just facilities, building and grounds, security, those kinds of things that just need to be updated. So if we could find a date and go through those, I have a list.
Wish list. Well, thank you.
But the wellness one with our wellness committee is one that we definitely would like to tackle, and particularly before the committee comes forward with their annual report too.
So what's the best way? Just contact Jamie for a good time for us to sit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can coordinate.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
And just as a point of clarification, I don't know if you've sat in a policy subcommittee meeting yet. So just as a point of clarification, it is a great rule of thumb to have those meetings if you can within the business day. Again, if possible, and Zoom is allowed per the Attorney General still, but to have those within the business day preferably at the central office, because then you have the resources of the team. They'll know that you're going to be there, and if you need any of the administration team to bounce off, to ask for any kind of guidance or questions, it really is.
So like Janice Watt, for example, for the wellness policy, she would want to come and just meet with us just to kind of frame it for you and why there's changes, and it has to go back with our audit and what we've done with moving that committee forward. So it's all really good as far as the audits that have come out and to show what we've done, but to update those. But she's a great resource. And I know that she would like to meet briefly, but kind of frame it for us.
Perfect. All right. So, okay, we have that on our radar. Is there...
It's a housekeeping item. So just because you're brand new to the committee, I have to post 48 hours ahead of time.
Yep.
So just to keep that in mind when you're going to, and just keep in mind any holidays or anything like that, or weekends. It doesn't count weekends. So as soon as you have those dates in mind, let me know so I can just post again everything.
The public didn't hear that because Ms. Quattrini is not on a microphone, but just for point of clarification, she's just letting people know that the open meeting law in Massachusetts states that you have to post your meeting with 48 hours notice, and that does not include holidays and weekends. So just she wanted them to be mindful of that, just so everyone at home hears that. Thank you very much. That's a great point. So thank you very much on that. We appreciate all the effort, all of our subcommittees, and all the work that all of our subcommittees are doing. So thank you. Anyone have anything else? No? Okay. All right. We're going to move right on to budget transfer. Ms. Sheridan, we haven't heard from you in a while.
I know it. So I have one budget transfer. So according to your policy, anything that's over $25,000 for budget transfer has to come to the school committee for approval. So I do have one tonight. It is requested by the Director of Student Services, Corey Mikolajczyk, and it is in the amount of $101,661.70. So it is coming from the tuition private school account, and then it is for, they had additional homeless transportation. They also had additional itinerant services for a child at the Perkins School for the Blind. They had some special education therapy services for students for speech and language. They had additional software, and that was the Power School for the special education. And they also had additional out-of-district transportation that they needed to do this budget transfer for. So that, again, is coming from the private tuition, private school account, which does have the funding in it at the moment, and moving over to those various accounts for the different things that I mentioned. So I would just need approval for that, and then if anybody has any other questions.
All right. Thank you very much. I will entertain a motion.
I make a motion to transfer funds from the private school account to the various transportation accounts that was mentioned by Ms. Sheridan, as described by her.
Second.
Any further questions, comments, or discussion on this? No? Okay. All in favor?
Thank you.
And that's 500. Thank you very much. All right. Second fun thing on our agenda. Day on the Hill. The only not fun thing was that Stevie was sick. We missed you, Stevie. But Yasmin came with Michelle, myself, Mr. Ehrman, and we got a chance to go to the Day on the Hill. We sat through some really, it was great because we got a bird's eye view on the Massachusetts Association of School Committee, some of their legislative priorities. We were able, as a group, to sit with our local legislator, Michael Chason, and talk about some of the bills that are coming up. And I'm going to let Dr. Burrows kind of touch on that. And I think Dr. Berdos had some thoughts on that too. Oh, by the way, Dr. Burrows did come with us as well.
So I was sharing earlier, I think one of the things that was so refreshing is that MASC's positions on the budget and on a number of the bills are really consistent with the Superintendent's Association's position. So I think it's really nice when there's synergy between the two associations and we're all on the same page and advocating for the same things. It typically makes the budgetary items that we're advocating for more successful when we're united in advocating for those same things. So in your packet, the two things that we really wanted you to have in your packet, I think are really helpful to you because they do explain exactly what MASC is advocating for, and they go into a little bit more detail on why it's important. And I do think that these items are important. If you were to reach out to a local representative and explain your position and participate in advocacy efforts, you would be able to use this as really your talking point. So I think that these are really helpful to the members of the committee in really understanding what MASC is advocating for. I think really the big items are the Chapter 70 funding formula that we're advocating for. Really consistent with the Superintendent's Association. We're advocating for revisiting how that funding formula works and making sure that it's equitable. It's been years since that formula has been revisited, so MASC and the Superintendent's Association are on the same page with revisiting that, and then always advocating that the circuit breaker and special education, transportation, the reimbursement rate is at the maximum allowable, and making sure that we're consistent with that. So advocating for that 75% reimbursement rate for special education transportation, and Nate, you might be able to speak to this a little bit better than me, but I'm under the impression that that's going really well this year, and that there's a chance that we might be getting that through the fair share tax as well, and pushing for funding through that as well. So it's nice that we're united on those two big advocacy efforts, because that's really what's funding and supporting our schools.
For sure. Thank you. A couple other bills that had come up that we discussed with Michael Chason when we sat down were the literacy bill and the cell phone ban bill. And I don't know if you wanted to, just kind of update. Or
I'll speak a little bit to the literacy bill, and then I'll kick it over to Dr. Burrows about the cell phone bill. So the literacy bill, I had presented on this at the legislative breakfast. I would just say that the things to keep in mind are really, of course, we support the literacy bill. We want additional funding for early literacy. We want our kids to get early intervention and really support early screeners. And support those efforts. I think that the key features with the literacy bill is making sure that there's a long runway so that school districts have time to implement some of those program changes. And I think one of the things that we need to keep in mind as a committee is that this literacy bill could impact us financially. Literacy programs are a really significant expense. So if there are specifics in the bill that mandate that we change our literacy programming, it could be a significant financial investment for us. So if those changes, it's still in conversation at this point. But if those changes end up being very specific about the literacy programs that we have to use coming from the state, then we will have to make some shifts in our literacy programming. At this point, we're okay. And there is a caveat in there that the state is to provide a free literacy program resource. So we could be okay, but if we do have to make a significant purchase, it'll impact budgetarily.
For sure. Thank you. And that's almost verbatim what we said directly to our legislator.
I almost have it memorized.
Which is the whole benefit of the day, being able to be there and to kind of just see people face to face and tell them, you know, how important things are and why it's important, you know.
Right.
So we don't want to position Foxborough or any other district to be in any kind of financial crisis.
Right. These things all take time to implement and plan for.
Sure. Thank you. Dr. Berdos, talk to us a little bit.
With this, it's interesting. There's a lot of conversation about the bell-to-bell bill, where it means that cell phones from the moment you walk in are not accessible to students until the moment that they walk out. The spirit of the law is it's noble, and it's we support that in theory to have students off of them. However, the implications for implementation based on how the law is currently written, it really is riddled with logistical barriers for us. Financial questions, an unfunded mandate, when we think from a financial standpoint what that looks like, from initial costs to sustaining that, recurring cost over time, the other concerns that are in the bill itself are around how do you police that, if you will, and what that puts on as far as an additional burden on teachers and classrooms and on administration. So, you know, we really look at, it's the social media piece. And so when they're looking at age 14 and 15, they need to be looking at the software and looking at the social media, not so much just the educational environment in the classroom. So again, you know, in theory, it's a great idea, but the implementation of it still needs a lot more thought and consideration, and that's what the Massachusetts Superintendents Association has continued to advocate for, and to be able to leave that at the local level, because there's so many other nuances that need to be discussed and thought out.
Great. Thank you very much. Again, that's almost verbatim what we were able to sit down and speak to our local representative about. So, did anyone have any questions or anything? We've got some pictures that we took at the State House. That's all of us with our local representative. I'm very excited and proud that Yasmin joined us for the day. And we got stuck in a crazy traffic jam on the way home. But other than that, we were really glad to have her with us. It's always a point of pride when we have students at the Massachusetts Association of School Committee Day on the Hill. And then I think we have one more photo. No? Oh, we took a selfie with Barbara Davis. We're in Division 3 at Massachusetts Association of School Committee, and Barbara is our local representative and the head of Division 3. So it was kind of cool because we got to sit with our local lawmakers, but we also got to speak to some of the key people at the Massachusetts Association of School Committees. So we certainly don't make laws. They're not any kind of governing body, but they are a touchstone for pretty much just as the Massachusetts Superintendent Association. They are, you know, a touchstone for pretty much everything we do. Whenever we do anything, I always say, call up Massachusetts Association of School Committees. Hey, what do I do? How do I do this? I mean, they're fantastic. So just a quick little point regarding Massachusetts Association of School Committee, or MASC. They would like to. They hold a charting the course. They have reached out to request to hold one of their courses at in Foxborough. So I'm really kind of excited and very proud that they reached out to us to see if they could hold their charting the course class here. So that's in the works. Hopefully, we'll cross our fingers and hope that we can make it logistically work out. But, any kind of collaboration with MASC to me is a positive thing. So just wanted to share that. Michelle, do you have anything? Sorry.
No, I think you pretty much said it all. It's, we went there and we heard, and again, like all the points they brought up are all the concerns that we currently have. So it's nice to know that, again, that we all agree on what's important for the schools.
For sure. It's a great day. Shout out to the Voc Tech schools. They always provide a lunch for us, and it's always amazing. And very proud, Southeastern Regional, our school lobster rolls were amazing again this year. So
very good.
Yes, everything was very good. It was a great year, and it was a great day. So
I'm just curious, Yasmin, did you learn anything, or do you have any takeaways?
Here, if you can give her the microphone. Sorry. Yes, we are going to put you on the spot.
It was interesting. I was able to learn how different laws are connected back to our local community and how it's a bigger issue in other places too, and it's not just us. And stuff about the budgets and everyone's struggling. It's not just we're struggling as a community. Everyone is all over the place with the situation right now. I was also able to have great conversations with you guys on one-on-one too. So it was a nice bonding situation too.
Thank you. It was fun. We had fun. We had an extra long ride home. I think we saw 5 accidents on the way home, and I'm not exaggerating. We had a long ride home, but it was a lot of fun. So little plug for next year if anyone's able to make it. And happy birthday, Maggie, by the way.
We had our own day on the hill.
There you go.
Federal Hill.
Yeah,
so.
There you go. Day on the hill for the McGuire family. So anyone have anything else they wanted to add? Thank you to everyone. Thank you to MASC for making that happen. It was amazing. And thank you to Nathan and Michael Chason for just everything. So it was great. We are at the community update. So why don't we start down here? Yasmin, Stevie, do you have anything?
No, just go to World Culture Night.
Go to World Culture Night. Yes. Awesome. Ms. Sheridan, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Nope, I don't have anything.
No? Dr. Burrows?
Okay.
Thank you.
All set?
We have opening day for youth baseball and softball on Saturday. So it's part of the Clean Up Foxborough Day as well. We'll do our little parade at 10 o'clock from the parking lot over at Schneider Electric. I don't even know what they refer to it as now, but the one over by Bird Street. And then we'll come down Bird and down into Bayuk, and then I'll start with all the games for all the youth baseball and softball folks.
It's always a fun day. Super cute. But be careful driving, because if they're having those parades, there's going to be kids everywhere. If you see a ball rolling out in the street, there's probably a kid running after it, so be careful.
Yep, that's a good point. And yep.
Cleanup day too. It's nice.
Yes. Pat just said that, yeah. Clean Up Foxborough Day. Be careful for all the wonderful people that are going to be out there cleaning up.
Yeah, they'll shut down the street for the parade, but there's going to be little kids running around everywhere down in the center of town on Saturday. So be careful, folks.
Tis the season. Always a good reminder. Mr. Ehrman.
I got a few today. So Touch a Truck will be May 16th from 10 to 12, and they'll even have a sensory-friendly quiet hour from 10 to 11. And then the annual Fishing Derby is back Sunday, June 7th. That's graduation day. It'll be from 9 to 12. So check out the Foxborough Rec website for more information about all those great events.
Fantastic. Ms. Thaxton.
No big updates, just CPAC is looking for more members to keep the group going. So if anybody's interested, please reach out.
Yeah, and then just like Pat was saying, youth lacrosse opens up on Sunday, so their opener is this Sunday for both boys and girls. and for Foxborough High School sports. Those have been kicked off, and they've been really having great seasons so far. So definitely go to, like I said, to their websites. The AD might start posting the schedule on Mondays for all high school sports, just so people know it's like one place to go, because if you don't use the app, sometimes it's not easy to find.
Where will he be posting that?
It will be on his Instagram page. So
Okay.
it's like Foxborough Athletic AD.
Okay.
So
on Instagram.
hopefully that will start soon.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So it's going
Once
to
you
be a great
find that
spring
Arbiter
season.
Live, once you find that Arbiter link to it, where they do the schedule, you got to bookmark that thing because it's not easy to find. But
Yeah, and then like to scroll from all the sports, and so it just might be nice to have one place where you can just go and look and see boys and girls and everything that's happening that week.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, my only update is we missed the dates for James and the Giant Peach. I don't think they announced it, so I did.
Oh, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I got the dates sent to
7th,
me.
8th, and 9th.
Look at you.
Open for the vets on the 6th.
Yep.
Look at you. Perfect.
Wrote that one down.
All right. There you go. Awesome. Go see James and the Giants Peach. Go see Peter Pan Jr. And we're gearing up.
417 and 418.
What?
Pan
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah. April 17th and 18th. So very exciting stuff. But I think now, motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Thank you very much. Good night.